Hello. I am just, I was at AGU last week and people mentioned that they like notebooksharing.space. So I thought I will go and set up a local, development environment because I don't have one. For those who don't know, notebooksharing.space is sort of like I don't know, like a paste bin for Jupyter notebooks that I set up a few years ago, August. It was like an experiment in trying to see if I can set up infrastructure so that it just kind of runs itself without me having to touch it. I also wanted to learn how to do more React, and I did. So it was overall great. You just upload notebooks here, and great. And then you can either mark them into discovery, which makes them visible to search engines, and you can enable annotations, which does that with hypothesis. Um, and it's supposed to be fast, and it's great for me to see that it's still fast. See, this annotation is all web standard based shit. Um, and then you can like hide code cells, show line numbers, and stuff like that. Um, and I also try to build it to be pretty. Like the reason I started building it was because I needed better fonts for this display. And anyway, um, I think it has been a massive success in terms of being able to run without needing me to do anything. And I haven't really had to touch it in a year. So it's great, but I did want to go back and touch it at least to see if I can do a couple of things. I think one is I just want to upgrade like the version of libraries, and then two, I want to see if I can make it easy for people to like use this NB convert template because I think it's very pretty. But today's goal is not necessarily to do either of these things. It's just to see if I can get it running locally and nothing else. So, okay, so I do have it here. I did a cleanup, so it's all empty. Let's just, and I've run a clone. I'm gonna run npm install, which is like fine. And vn give me, I will go through what that is later, but basically just assume now I'm in a virtual environment. Right? So notebook sharing space is a Python and Python backend, fast API, along with a front end that is React with Chakra UI. So time to try to get that all set up. Pip install -e dot. I think should do whatever I needed to do. Let me look. Cerebral Pi. See, it's still Cerebral Pi. Look at this, right? Like, oh, so funny. I'm like, oh yeah, Cerebral Pi should run npm run prod. Yeah, that's great, UV. That's great. My God. Oh my God, what am I doing? I have both an install requires and a requirements.txt. And clearly the requirements.txt has some extra shit that ain't fucking here. So yeah, and like this URL is also wrong. But this wasn't really on PyPy anyway, so I think it was fine. But I guess one of the things I should do is to try to move this into a pyproject.toml file, eventually. But not right now. I clearly did not write any contributing.md file, which of course has come back to bite me. Let's see if I'm just looking at the Docker file just to see. Okay, it's just uvcorn, which is fine. So I'm gonna write uvcorn. Let me see if I have it in history. I clearly do not have it in history because it's been going for a while and I have other things in history but not this. Okay, great. So let's look at in here app.py. This is all, it can't resolve it because I think the interpreter doesn't know where we are. And how do I tell it? I forgot. NBSS, that's right. That should let it know. Yeah, okay, great. Sure. I think it's Unicorn reload app. No, nbss.app. Let's try that. Okay. I'm just gonna look back at Unicorn nbss.app app. Okay, click install. Python. Okay, click install. I'm not surprised by this because I noticed when I was looking at the Docker file a comment that I had left for myself that says, like, explicitly install that is not a stated dependency of nbconvert, which is weird, but I'm assuming that this has been fixed in a more recent version of nbconvert. So I'm just going to install that. All right, that's great. It's like Kira AWS S3 bucket. I remember that I had given it the option to either put storage into an S3 bucket compatible thing. I'm using DigitalOcean stuff, or on the local file system, and I wanted, of course, to use the local file system. I remember that they were here in storage, and I had the file backend and S3 backend. So I actually don't know if I made this configurable. Yeah, so, well, I don't think I did, so I'm just going to replace this backend with this. Okay, so let's see. Wow, that was actually pretty good. Right, let's try that. I don't know where to find some of, like, I just want to find like a random notebook, right? Shit, where do I find random notebooks? I have too many projects. Maybe this one might have a random notebook. Yes, okay. Internal server, that's great. Module ginger2.utils has no attribute escape. Well, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna search, and then there we go. Great. And usually this is going to be, yeah, they are running into exactly actually the same problem, and it's on nbconvert, and I go here, and so they're okay, so I assume that this was fixed in March 28th, 2022. So I'm just actually, what I'm going to do is pip install nbconvert. That didn't actually do anything. Let's see. So I'm like, well, until this gets merged, well, this is not relevant. Oh wow, December 1, 2021. So I haven't touched this in 2 years, huh? That's fucking wild, man. That's fucking wild. I thought that was 1 year, not 2. Time fucking flies, huh? Okay, and let's see what's going on here. Let's see what version of nbconvert we are at. We are at 6.30. And then the 7.12. Okay, where is the 6 point? Let me see where nbconvert is even measured. Okay, pip install dash u, which is upgrade nbconvert. So that did get ourselves a newer version of nbconvert. So let's see if that did anything. I'm just gonna try again. Upload notebook and then try to upload this. Yay! fact that just worked, which is, well, it didn't. I mean, clearly there is there is problems here. This is not how it should look like, but that's great. It's fine. Um, it says user warning IPython 3 Lexer unavailable. So pip install IPython. Right. Let's see. Okay. At least that warning is gone. Right. So, yeah, I guess needed for the IPython Lexer. And then now we just have to figure out why that's happening. I suspect it's probably because I have a template that is doing something it shouldn't be doing. Okay. Well, okay. I mean, let's just get rid of this whole situation, right? And then, I'm like, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm ignoring the CSS that is being pushed by nbconvert, and instead I'm doing my own thing, apparently. So I don't want to do that, right? So let's okay, we can just comment that out, and then I'm just going to delete this actually. And then now let's try it. That had no effect. Okay. So let's see. The problem now seems to be that actually I don't know what the problem now is. Okay. I don't know where this is coming from. So I'm actually going to let's continue to actually get rid of this. So that we do have, the front end JS. And then now try to understand what the fuck is going on here. So there's a div, then there's a table, but this table is not actually being interpreted, which is I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's going on there? You can see that there is a table class, it's like TDs, but it's not. What? Okay. I see. I think what's going on is that this is now code mirror. Yes. But what does that actually mean? Look at that. It says no element selected. What the fuck, guys? Okay, let's just look through CSS. It's only font. Sorry, I mean variables. Let's just go past the underscore, please. Oh, that's all that's there. Okay. I'm gonna search for. Oh, actually, I wonder if there's an escaping situation here that is just hard to see, because okay, so let's go view source and then this is some sort of iframe situation. View frame source. Okay. Aha. Let's see. import JSON. Okay, so I can see that. Look at that, like, it's escaped. Okay, great. So now we know what's going on. There's like some escaping bullshit is happening. All right, great. Okay, let's see. Is that related to this? I don't think it's related to this because, I just don't think this is like, okay, let's go look at the templates. No, this is like, I don't think these are not Ginger templates. These are my own templates for the app, and hence like not actually relevant here. So what was I doing? Like, these are all partials. What's going on? Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so maybe there's something in the app. We can go look at how this is being rendered. Contrast position, plain text response. Okay, that's the download. And this is the view. Okay, cache this sometime. Yeah. Tags equal to website. I don't know what that means. It's so interesting, right, to go back to this. Highlight to HTML. Extra format option, line numbers table. Okay. So I comment that out, and then if I come back here, I don't know if this is better, but okay, let's just, I think, highlight HTML. Okay, let's go look at Jupyter and we convert highlight to HTML. Nope, this is the there we go. Let's see what's going on here. I see. Okay. I see. I don't even know what's going on. I mean, I do know what's going on here. I think what's going on is that I have enabled here somehow a way to get line numbers, but there is now an additional layer of escaping that's happening in the, let's look at this and let's just disable cache. Show only this frame. Let's try uploading a different file. Oh, that's right, because I did not. I need to run this with underscore reload. Okay. Great. It does mean that the line numbers are gone, but it means that they won't come back, which sucks. So, right. So let's go and look for the default font that we basically overrode. I think it's lab/index. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So notebook CSS, random custom shit. Okay. I'm just looking for escape because I feel like that's sort of what's gonna be the core of the problem, you know. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm just looking for a CM editor, maybe. There we go. I think it's the, let's see, CM JP editor, JP input area editor. Yep, that's right. Okay, so there's a clean HTML that's causing the problem. Let's take this, put it here, and get rid of this clean HTML, question mark, and see what happens. Well, we will also need to put this one back. Yeah, that does. Okay, we can come back to that, but at least that does fix the line numbers. But now I want to understand what clean HTML actually does. Okay, that's fine. It's basically okay. So it is definitely doing that. That's, I mean, that makes sense. It's just cleaning the shit out of that. I think if we can make this just bleach.allowed tags, huh? Let's see. I mean, it does make sense that you should do some sort of cleaning there, right? And I guess it's now like, let's just look at so I just want to see if this, which PR this was actually introduced in. So if I go here, this is probably what happened. Okay. Okay. So okay. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Wow. I mean, is so interesting. Oh, what the fuck is NH3? Oh my god, bleach is deprecated because Mozilla. Okay. All right, buddy. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so it just, I mean, it looks like I have ended up in a world of trouble, I want to say, like a little bit. You know, like that's hilarious, actually. Okay, so this is like, I mean, there is like a lot. Okay. 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 So the basic answer seems to be that the HTML sanitization situation in Python in general is a little bit fucked, like to say the least, is what's going on. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do and see if that helps. Basically, you know, okay, yeah. Pip install LXML. I wonder if nope, there is no wheels for LXML on Mac OS, so it still needs to be installed, which is, you know, like, honestly, fine. I mean, I should, in the meantime, go to server.py and add LXML. I mean, this is a bit of a clusterfuck, right? um, yeah. So okay, so I'm just gonna say use LXML's HTML instead of bleaches, so we can still use tables for line numbers, as that is what is supported by pigments. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, this is from here. Reload, and then I can go back to this. Okay, numbers are there, and I mean, they're not going away. Oh, actually, I should change my template to get rid of this, and then see what happens. Okay, it looks like it's still there. That looks great. I mean, these are not working. But that's fine. We can look at this and then be like, what's going on, buddy? Oh, I know what's going on. This is because they are here. Yeah, and now and then I can hide them. Okay, great. looks like able and friends is also something that reach maybe filters out while XML passes through. So it's always important, I think, to provide like context and stuff here in various PRs, so that like progress can happen. Like ideally, I would maybe even make a PR here myself, but I think this is easier, and maybe I will still make a PR myself. Who knows? Line numbers, tables. Without this, yeah, I mean, I just want to show a screenshot of how it looks like, you know. Oh, that's right. The new version of convert, enabling line, go turn the font size up, numbers as described in the link PR makes them display like this. And then I can be like, okay, and then now if I do this, this is fine. And if I use let's say with the workaround specified in here, it looks okay again. Okay. Great. So I think that sets the stage. Really, I think. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. I do. Let's see. I mean, this just works, right? Like we have. Well, we almost have. I wanna go back to providing styles from me. So I want to understand how these styles notebook.js, okay, notebook.css, this is my custom stuff. So where is lab.js is coming from lab. So this is, where the fuck is this copied from though? I must have copied this from the nbconvert repository question mark. So if I go here and resources, maybe no. Let's see. Okay, no, that's not quite right. Where is this from, buddy? Okay, let's just search for this. Okay. No idea where that's from. Okay, I mean, maybe it's from Jupyter Lab. application style index.css. Okay, so I think this means I have no idea where this file's from, which is kind of hilarious. Let's see if I search this issue. No, that's not helpful. Did I just, I mean, okay, I have no idea where this file is from. So I'm just gonna, let's go back to, I'm gonna NBSS. Don't worry, this token is not valid. NBSS, and then I just want to discard this. I mean, that looks fine to me. Height, code cells, line number, etc. Okay, great. Okay, so let's look at the changes we have had, shall we? Done that, which is to, okay, so I'm gonna do that and that, and I'm gonna leave the file backing changes as is because I'm not gonna commit them. And setup.py just needs LXML and IPython. This too can really just go and and yeah, I think this is great. So I'm just gonna now be like on state changes, upgrade to work with latest version of packages. Some changes were needed for NB work, but otherwise looks okay. Okay. And while I'm here, I'm gonna also just modernize the Docker file. Let's go to 3.12, shall we? There we go. Then I'm gonna look for tags. Oh, this is not the right one. This is maybe the right one. Okay, 3.12 bookworm. Right, so I don't need, I was using node source, which, thankfully I don't need to anymore. Great. And 12 slim bookworm. And then temp field. This is not needed anymore. Okay. Docker ability NBSI dot. So this should build it on my local machine. Then I can test to see if it works. Well, it did not work. Unable to locate package. Yes, it's because I need to run update. Yeah, normally I run some clean situation. situation there, but can't be bothered. Okay, maybe npm is its own package? Question mark. I know it used to be just part of Node, but that was with Node source. So maybe when you get it from Ubuntu, it's different. Yeah, I do. That makes sense. So now it's just installing all of those things. Well, it's installing npm, which itself probably takes some 5 million dependencies or something like that. Could not resolve dependency tree while resolving something found React. Okay, I guess this is the legacy paired apps situation. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna find out right now. The hope is that it works. And eventually I'll have to upgrade the front-end competence as well, and this is where a log file would be nice. Maybe I'll make one. But no, one step at a time, right? Yeah, one step at a time, buddy. Okay, so this did not really get anywhere. Because why is it compiling stuff? Okay, so imagement optpng. I'm guessing that I'm on ARM, and it's not really able to do that. Okay. Wow. Let's just try that. This is quite funny. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna just run this on Intel because that's what it's running as in the server. So maybe eventually I'll switch that to an ARM server. That would actually be a fun interaction to try. But use docker config context use context list use disk4. Okay, now this will definitely be much fucking slower, right? Because it's Intel now, but yeah, we'll see. I do think this, I have been considering moving this whole situation to Hetzner. I am paying about $30 a day. Sorry, thank God, not $30 a day. $30 a month for this ocean. And then I have Cloudflare in front, right? So I could instead run this on heads now and not have Cloudflare in front. Just run this with Kind or something. But yeah, maybe I will do that another day. We should see, but not today. Look at how much slower. This is not. It's not oh my god, look at this. Intel is so much slower. It's really the fact that there is just, what's the word? Emulation going on. Clearly I need to sleep. I'm gonna change this URL actually to point to the correct URL. It's just it's really just compiling down there. So I'm change up a bunch of things, and I'm gonna go and be like maybe package.json also needs the URL change. It definitely does. It's so funny. I change the URL for this like so often. You know, just because I changed my name many times about where this should be. Okay, the homepage is actually notebooksharing.space. Okay. Update URLs to repository homepage, and let's see how this is. It's still okay, at least doing the app stuff. Let's see if there's anything else I should / could be doing. Lol, there's like an Illustrator file here, which is honestly quite hilarious. Base template lab. I guess this is NB convert stuff. This is all generated things. Okay. Front. Okay, and then okay, this needs to be also changed. Oh wow. What's going on here? Is this like an example situation? I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. I think this is what's used to generate the Open API stuff. And then this is also okay, great. Move files. No, bad UV. Move fix repository URL in stuff. No, that's not right. Fix repository URL in UI as well. I know that's not a good commit message. This is probably a signal that I should go to sleep, right? So let's see. I think that's still going on, right? Yeah. File backend. Like, I think if I move it to Hetzner, I'm just gonna move away from the file backend into the into the sorry, from the S3 backend into the file backend. Like I'm not going to actually use anything like Minio. I'm just gonna like be like, yeah, let's just put it on a file. I might also just move away from Kubernetes. The question is, do I also make a PR to NB convert? Table tr td, right? So let's do that actually. Well, I don't even have NB convert on here, so we need to github.com. I'm pretty sure I have NB convert fork. See NB convert. Add upstream. github.com Jupyter. Stream main. Right. So we convert and then clean HTML. Yeah. Let's install Bleach. I just want to see what you know. I'm just setting up a virtual environment. Python import Bleach. Oh yeah, it definitely does not have that table, and it should, which is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Table, TD, TR. What else? Table, TR, TD. That's actually enough. I'm gonna swap these around. Okay. Is clean HTML tested? Okay. Well, ideally I'd add a test, but yeah, I don't see a pre-existing test. I guess I'll go and see what was actually changed here from perspective of a test. Template explorer, strings, test, and we convert. Okay. Let's see. Is that when this was done? Okay, so let's go look at this PR and see if there is a test here. Okay. line numbers emitted by pigments are not displayed but escape instead. Yeah, so why don't so the useful, I want this to be useful for request title. Pigments emits line numbers via tables with tr and td elements. LXML, screen HTML considers table tr and td as safe, but they are now considered unsafe. I would ideally love to put some images here, but that's not going to show up in the commit message, so I'll try to edit it afterwards. So instead of displaying my numbers, the table tr and td elements are escaped and show up as literal HTML if trying to enable line numbers via the method introduce this br. Table tr and td as safe elements so that line numbers can continue to work. And then I'm gonna say that I just want to defensively not end up in like, oh, if you want to have this feature, why did you go work on this and replace the entire subsystem? I know that there are probably plans to move away from bleach, but small and focused change, so hopefully doesn't need to block on being fixed. Okay. I mean, I think someone might ask me for a test, in which case I will add it without this change. Okay, so I need to, well, I can just reuse the same thing here, right? With this change. Okay. Great. Okay, that's awesome. And this, if I go back in VSS, this would allow me to put a note, you know, here, saying this can be removed once plans and is released. So I know what to do, you know, eventually. Obviously not right now. My god, this thing is still going. I mean, it makes sense, it's still going, because, you know, emulation and all of that, but it doesn't make it any less annoying that it is still going. So, I mean, all of this needs to be auto-formatted, right? Like, I think when I was working on this, at that point of time, I wasn't really someone who was doing auto-formatting. I think auto-formatting was also not in such a great space at that point of time, but it is definitely in a much better place right now. So something to eventually do, even if it's not something I'm going to be doing right now. Okay. Well, what else can I do in the meantime? Like, ideally, I'd love to write like like a contributing.md file, um, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I need to sleep. Lol. Um, yeah. Manifest. I mean, let's see. This is like we just maybe a by project dot top. No man, I am just gonna watch this, I suppose. I don't know what you're supposed to do when you're streaming, and then you're just literally waiting for like a Docker container to build. I mean, we went and did a bunch of other stuff, which is great, but I'm bored now. So what do I do? I mean, I guess I could do a pre-commit pre-commit.ci thing. But do I really want to? Nah, I don't want to. Yeah, this is all right. Chakra UI, I'm definitely not going to touch changing the upgrading the front end files right now. Just like no way, not gonna do that. Deploy.bash is it's a Helm chart, right? So don't want to do that either. I don't even know whether there's a git push RJ main in there. Setup.py feels. I am kind of annoyed about this. Like, I mean, install requires, and then requirements.txt, and there's a requirement of those in, and then there is like a pyproject.toml. I mean, I guess in some ways this is fine because like install requires. Oh, this needs to go. Okay. Yeah. And then LXML needs to be here. And IPython needs to be here. I guess actually I think Ubicon. I mean, okay. I could do requirements.in because that would definitely make rebuilding and deploying this much easier next time. Ugh, it failed. What the fuck? Why did it fail? Multi-dict. Who the fuck needs multi-dict? Oh my god. Could not build. Okay, so if I do that, I don't really know what exactly to do here. Shit. I need to upgrade my pip is what it says. Okay. So what I'm gonna do instead is go home because otherwise this is just gonna take way too much time. Anyway, so yes, that's the end of this live stream. So I can go home and sleep. I mean, I am home. I'm gonna go to bed. Um, but now I do have a local environment set up. I don't think the deployment really succeeded, but things should still be up without any problems. Yes, so I can come back to this and get it sorted out next time. But I have a local environment set up, and we pushed a bunch of changes, which is great. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make this change as well, which is just a requirements to change we requirements.txt to have new packages. Great. Okay, friends. And yeah, okay, I'll add this comment as well. Add comment about why clean HTML is coming from LXML, and then these were also just changed. These are changed some sample URLs, right? Some sample URLs. Okay, well, good night.